Hi students, welcome to today's social science class. So today we will discuss about the Harappa cities. So in this class you will study about the speciality of the cities, life in the city, the crafts, raw materials they used, food they used, etc. So Harappa is an archaeological site which was found in Punjab at present Pakistan. So it has 150 hectares and so called the Indus Valley civilization because it emerged along the river Indus River. So that is why it is called the Indus Valley civilization. So Harappan civilization is also called Indus Valley civilization. So we can move on to the main concept. So first is speciality of Harappan cities. So many of the cities were divided into two or more parts. The part of the city to the west was called citadel. So they were very small and higher. So archaeologists described it as citadel. And the part to the east was larger and lower. And the archaeologists described it as lower town. And in many of the cities, special buildings were constructed in citadel. For example, Mohenjo-daro, a special tank was constructed, and this archaeologist named it as the Great Bath. Okay, then along with the Harappan city, Kalibangan and Lothal was also there, and it consists of fire altars in which sacrifices were performed. So in these cities like Harappa, then Lothal, Kalibangam, etc., they consist of certain storehouses. Okay, and next is the life in the Harappan city. It was very busy. There were people who planned for the construction of new buildings. So these people were rulers. So they sent people to distant places in search of certain ornaments, in search of special tools, special stones, etc. So there were valuable objects like ornaments, stones, beads, etc. And there were scribes who were able to write, and special seals were there. And there were certain men and women who were able to make crafts. So they were called craftsperson. So they made crafts in their own houses or in workshops. And many of the crafts were made up of stone, shell and metal with copper, bronze, gold and silver. And there were terracotta toys for children. So most of the children played with those toys in that period. And next is about the raw materials they used. Cotton were produced by the farmers and herders, and for making clothes, and gold and silver were used for making ornaments and vessels. Next is the food for the people in that city. So many people lived in cities, and many of them were in countrysides like farmers and herders. And the people who lived in the countryside, they supplied food and crop items to the people who lived in cities. And a special tool like plow was used for the irrigation.